What a job Doug Peterson has done. If they win today, they clinch the first round bye. They get home field advantage with a win and a Minnesota loss. That one into the end zone, and here comes Eli Manning. Back in week 3.
118.
Two teams combined for 37 points in the fourth quarter. And that's a second-year receiver, Sterling Shepard, up to the 30, a gain of 5. Head coach and play caller Ben McAdoo. And out of the shotgun, another short crossing pattern and another completion. And again to Shepard.
180. 180. Hey. Where you going?
Got him. Free play.
Free play for Eli. He's going to put it up down the sideline for King and batted away.
But also,
offside. Defense number 93. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
you have the ability to.
In the NFL, if you're wondering, the league average at this point in the year is 9 of them. Another short throw and another completed pass. This one to Roger Lewis Jr. There is a penalty flag on the play,
Which we'll see Nick Foles run.
Holding. Offense number 74. 10-yard penalty. First down.
that's a left.
118.
Sitting down right in the middle of that zone is Shepard, already his 3rd reception. And second down upcoming. Brett Favre started 297 straight. And the catch is made by their leading receiver, the #1 pick out of Alabama, the tight end Evan Ingram. He leads his team in not only receptions but yards and touchdowns as a rookie. And they're hurrying it up on his 3rd down and 3. Good throw and a tough catch in traffic. Excellent reception by Ingram. Eli 5 of 5 to start the game for the Giants. They have not scored a touchdown on their first drive all season. And they're getting closer on this completion to the Columbus, Ohio native out of Bowling Green, Roger Lewis.
118. What's it?
This is Gallman, who touched the ball 19 times last week. They jumped again, another free play. And it's caught inside the 10-yard line by Sterling Shepard.
No huddle as a defensive.
Defense number 96. The penalty will be declined, and the result of the play is a first down.
118. What's it?
Ninth play of this opening drive. And the Stonewall meeting Orleans Darkwa, their leading rusher on the season.
Like to work Ingram down here in the red zone.
Excellent protection. And is that a catch and a drop? No, incomplete pass to Shepard. Eli dragged down from behind by Vinnie Curry, his 4th sack of the year. So after an excellent drive to move down the field inside the 10, and now there's a penalty flag in the corner of the end zone that comes in late.
Holding. Defense number 31. After the system to go, automatic. First down.
How about that? Robert Thomas checks in.
118. What's it?
In the front of the I formation, they fake it to Darkwa. And Eli rolling, you'll just throw it away. Lost last Sunday to Dallas. They hand it off to Darkwa. He is the only Giant with a rushing touchdown so far this year, and he's denied the end zone here by Najee Good.
Keep yourself going. Show people you're not quitting.
They hand it to Darkwa, and he falls into the end zone. A touchdown, first time all year long. The Giants have come up with 6 on their first possession of the game.
He's going to combo block, stop here, then continue his block on the cutoff. We're getting a pull around on the kick out. See Red Elson right there, just get in front of Kendricks just enough. He helped with the double team.
The tremendous pride in this Giants franchise, and that one is blocked.
You're 31st in the league. You're playing a playoff team. You don't give away points.
The playoffs in 2013, and he had a great year. First throw complete to Alshon Jeffrey, and that'll be a gain of 12.
Variety of areas they attack all over.
Of course, their tight ends have been a huge factor, even without Zach Ertz playing regularly, and that is Ertz on the reception. Catch by Ertz was a loss of 2, and they will give it to Ajayi. And a penalty flag down on the play.
Illegal use of the hands. Hands to the face. Number 90. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
They fake it to Ajayi. Foles rolling and finds the open receiver. Bobbled in the air, and did he catch it? Darian Thompson knocked it loose, but it fell right back into the arms of Aguilar. And here comes Ajayi. And he's inside the 40, down to the 30. They were screaming and yelling this time a year ago that Aguilar was a draft bust in the first round. How about that head fake by Foles? Now lofts it to the end zone. And that'll be pass interference called down there on Darian Thompson.
Pass interference. Defense number 37. By rule, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Well, we've got a big leaner here with 67.
Clement is inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Second down and goal. Second down. All day to throw. And in the back of the end zone, that is Alshon Jeffrey, and that is a Philadelphia touchdown.
They're only rushing 3, right? Then you watch Jeffries run to the post. Now watch him work back. Foles throws it only where his guy can get it. How about that start of Nick Foles, huh? 4 for 4. Just in command, making decisions, moving along the pocket.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
So now the point after by Elliott. And it's right down the middle. So, officially a rock.
Yes.
When others are tying your shoe and you're over 5 years old. A bouncing ball to Khalif Raymond. That they made a change. It was how they made the change. And a week later, of course, McAdoo and Jerry Reese were out of a job.
118, 1-6.
Eli looking around and throws short as he takes a hit from Vinnie Curry.
118, 1-6.
There's that slant pattern, and that's been very successful to start this game.
118,
Razor sharp in this opening quarter. Manning 8 of 11. That's Darkwood. And not much there in the running game so far outside of the short touchdown run by Darkwood.
You have to seal him. You didn't seal him.
And then a drop by Shepard.
Like from that angle, his eyes were closed.
Third down and 9, and down the middle of the field again. It is his main man, as Chris called him a moment ago.
In between the safeties.
Short pickup.
118, 1-6.
2:45 to go in the quarter. And that is another first down. And again, that is Roger Lewis.
118, 1-6.
And it to Gallman, and the rookie out of Clemson slips inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line.
118, 1-6.
Got him.
Lofted to the end zone. And that is a touchdown for Tavares King.
Back here, you don't jump. You don't guess. That's just a complete setup and an outstanding route by King to sell that. Eli throws it where his guy can get it. Easy pitch and catch. Setting the young guy up, Jalen Mills.
Against the Cowboys. And a lot of Giants fans, as the point after is good, are wondering right now.
That secondary's been burned by. And one cost him a touchdown and the other was a big gainer. His best year in a similar offense.
Into the hands of Aguilar, shaken up earlier, and now a gain of close to 10 on first down. Peter, to put himself in the all-time history and minds of Philadelphia Eagles hardcore fans. Big run by Barner.
I like the fact they're going up tempo now, giving the Giants a little dose of their own medicine.
And Foles is hit from behind. The ball is loose, and Barner tried to pick it up initially, couldn't find the handle, and falls on top of it. Third best third down offense in the NFL, the Eagles, but that's with Carson Wentz. And that's thrown into double coverage, and Foles is very lucky that was not intercepted by Cockrell. First punt for either team. Eagles had a punt block last week that turned into a touchdown against the Rams. And Donnie Jones drops it inside the 5, but bounces in and through the end zone.
118, 1-6.
Eli Manning, third possession of the game. Couple of touchdowns already. And that one is thrown low, incomplete, being chased by Fletcher Cox. There is a flag down in the secondary, about 15 yards down the field. This is against Philadelphia. Defense has not showed up so far today.
Defense, number 31. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
You know, the Rams have one of the better offenses in all the NFL. But this Philadelphia defense had been one of the better defenses in the league this season. Bowman on the screen across the 30. That's good yardage. And now make it 5 out of 5. Yep. Shepard across midfield, still on his feet. And down the sideline goes Sterling Shepard, a third Giants touchdown.
I'll tell you, we'll see it on the next angle right here. See right there. See that? Now that can be called offensive interference. They're in man coverage. You lose sight of it. Poor tackling in the secondary once again, and the Giants take the lead.
Trying to make up for one that was blocked on their first touchdown. But this is a Giants offense.
You know, when you lose your starting quarterback, not only the backup has to take a role, Tom, everybody has to pick their game up, including the defense.
Lemon still on his feet up to the 27-yard line. Let's go back to the touchdown a moment ago to Shepard for this 11-2 Philadelphia Eagles team. And they hand it off to Ajayi. He spins out of one tackle but is buried on another. And at this time to LeGarrette Blount, his first carry of the afternoon, and he's up across the 30-yard line. They're down and 6. Are coming after Foles. He gets rid of it, but incomplete to Ertz. Khalif Raymond stands back at his own 20-yard line, waiting for the Donnie Jones punt. It's a short one, but it's going to bounce and take a favorable Eagles roll to the 23. Now the Giants have carried that right into the opening quarter and here in the second quarter today. They hand it to Ingram. And the rookie tight end picks up 14, run out of bounds at the 38-yard line.
The end guy in the line of scrimmage, nothing gets outside of you. Good job filling there. Kendricks.
Being returned for a touchdown by Robinson. And here's Manning cutting it loose down the sideline, incomplete, third down upcoming. Giants trying to keep this drive alive. They've scored on their first 3 possessions. And this one will stall on a big hit delivered. First punt of the day for Brad Wing. Philadelphia came after that, just missed getting it.
Excellent.
First down, Nick Foles steps up and missed a wide open Nelson Aguilar.
The play run and play pass, especially up front.
Lemon, good, powerful running, and that's a first down. That'll be a gain of 11. Take it to Ajayi, and now Foles running around, being chased by Pierre-Paul. Now let's see if they call that a completion. No, they don't. Smith is out of bounds. And now a challenge flag is being thrown by Doug Peterson on a completion. Bring it to you here at home.
See, I think his knee's out of bounds right there. So one part of that body's down, out of bounds. He's out of bounds. I think we're right on it, Dean.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field stands. Philadelphia will be charged a timeout and loses their first challenge.
And it's second down and 10. They fake the run, and Foles throws off balance, but finds a wide open.
But the tackles are standing up. There's no reason for linebackers to rush the line of scrimmage.
Foles hit 5 of his first 5. He had missed on his next 4 before that completion, and just not much running room there for Jay Ajayi.
He had Ertz and he had Aguilar earlier, just held the ball a little too long.
With a delay to Ajayi, and he cuts it back to the inside, spun down in the 45. It'll bring up third down and 2. Billy 0 for 2 so far today on third down. Clement in the backfield. They're going to throw it to him. And takes a big hit from the maligned Eli Apple, shaken up on the play.
Watch the hard count, too, if you're the Giants.
They'll turn around and hand it off. And I don't think LeGarrette Blount got there. Dangerous throw there by Eli Manning. now Manning on third down. Great protection and throws a pick right into the arms of Ronald Darby. And Darby still on his feet, spinning, running, still down the sideline, and finally dragged down. Against Philadelphia than any other team. He's also thrown more interceptions against Philadelphia than any other team. And now Foles looking for 6, and he nearly turned it right back over. Second down, and they hand it off to Clement. And he's inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line, and brings up a third down.
Trey Burton's a guy that should be in the ball game. He plays well and was dangerous in this red area last week.
Foles lays it off for Ajayi, and he's very close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it. Hit right after he faked the handoff by Kelvin Shelton. Blitz coming again, and that is a touchdown to Zach Ertz.
As a defender, you're told to box out. He just boxes out Adams, and Foles throws the fastball in there. Good job of taking advantage of the turnover. Points off turnovers.
Ertz, his 8th touchdown reception. And the point after is good.
But for now, reality tells us I'm the guy in the near future. Wentz will be the future. I'm the near future. The new future is the here and now.
And the return up to the 23-yard line. They didn't know the difference between a zone blitz and a man blitz.
It's
over.
over.
Night. Speaking of blitzing, off the edge comes Brandon Graham. With all the receivers in that Green Bay offense without Aaron Rodgers around, Randall Cobb has been completely forgotten. Right for third down, and Manning scrambling around. And well short. So the Eagles are going to get the ball with under 3.5 to go, and they got it. They nearly got one the last time, and this time they get it. On their opening possession. And now from the 18-yard line, Foles with time and throws high. The ball just sailed up. Handed off to Ajayi, looking for running room. And just plows forward inside the 15, down close to the 11-yard line. Between the 8 and the 9-yard line. Short throw, wide open in the end zone. And that is Burton, who had a couple of touchdown receptions and indeed warmed by the fire.
Cromartie going to jump one guy. You see that? And it's easy pickings for Cromartie. Mental errors will kill a team every single time. Maybe that's why Eli wasn't in there. We don't know.
Point after is good, and the Eagles with 2:20 to play after the block punt by Grugier Hill. Derek Barnett blocked that point after. This is Raymond up to the 25-yard line. Look, for Eli Manning, this is the worst season due to Eli Manning. He's thrown for over 50,000 yards. But the bottom line is this offense, and it's not all Eli's fault. They've had all the injuries to the wide receiver. A lot of things going on while we were gone here. The call on the field was an incomplete pass. Why the clock would have stopped, we have no idea. There was 2:11 left. I mean, Philadelphia right now is thinking about trying to find a way to get the ball back. And Eli Manning going to lay it off to Ingram. And the powerfully built. They missed on their last 3. They're going to hand it off. And a good call there for Vereen. All the way up to midfield. The clock will continue to run. The Giants have 2 timeouts left. Dump it off to Vereen. And he is wrapped up and dropped in the 44-yard line. No timeout taken by the Giants. 1:30 and counting, and this might be a flag. I mean, Vereen's been around long enough.
Be the tough guy.
Foul, unnecessary roughness, number 53, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic.
I was just starting to say, after we saw those plenty of time for the Giants to recapture the lead before the intermission. And Vereen again. And this time it's McLeod who drops him at the 24. Second down, good protection for Manning into traffic. And it was nearly intercepted by McLeod. Fakes it one way, comes back the other, throws, incomplete. Green is wrapped up by the man he got tangled up with a minute ago, Bradham. Manning throws. That had no chance. 28-yard attempt. He's 15 out of 20 so far this year. And that one is good. And this one going to be brought out. And that is Kenyon Barner. The late great Walter Payton at halftime. Very short kick, and Barner still on his feet and out across the 25-yard line, and with a 2-point lead, and the Eagles with the ball to begin the second stanza. That RPO, the run pass option right there, you just saw it, and then running the wrong way. 15 on third down and a yard. They were 12 for 12 on fourth and a yard and didn't get it. They do get it this time with LeGarrette Blount. Really, in the history of the franchise, he's missed one game in his 11 years. Down the middle of the field. Boy, that's a tough catch, and able to haul it in was Alshon Jeffrey. There is a penalty flag down, but this will be against the Giants undeniably.
On Alshon Jeffrey.
Defense number 24. The result of the play is a completed pass. Therefore, the penalty is declined. First down.
But he's like he was going to be one of the great stars at the wide receiver position. Now Foles looking around and throws to Ertz, and that'll be a first down to the 34-yard line. Up under center, Foles fakes a handoff again and again rolls right, being chased, and just throws it away. Had a couple of decent years with the Bears. And now they come back to Jeffrey. Excellent blocking in front, and he's finally tackled at the 15-yard line. So yeah, those last two guys we've talked a little bit about, Kelsey and Selleck, both out of the University of Cincinnati, and they have been excellent players here for a long, long time. And this is Burton down to the 12-yard line. Second down at 8, and they will hand it to Blount.
And Burton. Those two guys right there.
And they throw the play that seemingly never works. Here's a field goal, 28-yarder, and it is good by Jake Elliott. Home game to start the playoffs since 2004. Raymond from the goal line. And out across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
118! What's that?
First possession with 9:12 to go now here in the Meadowlands. Up to the 25-yard line is Gallman.
Playing.
And it was that slam that was so effective early on, and this time defended well by Darby. You know, we've talked about Cam all year long. The healthier he gets, the worse news that is for the rest of the NFL. That was slightly thrown behind. Wing had that punt blocked in the first half, and they nearly had another one in that half. And this one punted out of bounds. Great field position for the Eagles. Foles looking down the field, and
in Kansas City, I want you to be my guy. The rest is history. He's now here. He's going to be winning games for the Eagles.
Here's Ajayi into the secondary. And by far his best run of the day. Well, he's been to the Pro Bowl twice and more than likely going again this year. Foles a little screen to Ajayi after that 22-yard run. And sniffing the end zone, Ajayi, and he is chopped down inside the 5.
Prior to the infraction by the defense, the play clock expired. Delay a game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
After the two more of them today, one by Burton and one by Zach Ertz. A roll, and that's Aguilar, minimal gain. Twice his work with a short field. And now looking to the corner of the end zone to Aguilar, and that's a touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 touchdowns.
As the back is turned by Daryl Morris, throw that ball up there, and Aguilar times it perfectly.
Of Aguilar, that is beautifully done. Well, look, to the NFC East Championship and into the playoffs. And we still have nearly a quarter and a half left to go. And not only the 4 touchdowns, as it's brought back to the 20, but he's hit 4 different receivers. Well, the Eagles through 13 weeks had scored over 400 points. That's the most they'd ever scored in franchise history through 13 games. That's Ingram up to the 25-yard line. It brings up 3rd down and 5. Touchdowns and an interception. They went 3 and out their first possession of this half. This is 3rd down. And he overthrew a wide open Sterling Shepard. Football League this year.
Neutral zone infraction. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Results in a 1st down.
Reliable. Trustworthy.
Yep. Short of a 1st down is Gallman. We're at left tackle for the injured Flowers on this 3rd down and 2. And that is a catch and a 1st down to 7 catches, 114 yards now for Shepard. And they hand it off to Darkman, still on his feet, and maybe back to the line of scrimmage. It was an interception and then a blocked punt where the Eagles came back to take a lead, and across the middle, this is King. Inside the 20, the 10, and King dives into, did he get to the end zone? No, he is just inside the 1. And now they say touchdown.
See right here, Tavares King running. Does a good job of letting the flyby happen from the 4-yard line. He takes off, and I think that's a touchdown. Absolutely. Across the plane with the football.
They go for 2 to try and knot it up. Manning standing tall in there, and now dropped.
Are the Eagles done with Nick Foles as quarterback? The answer is no, but they better improve defensively. The past 2 weeks, they've been getting their rear ends handed to them.
You're right about that. Rams put up over. 1st down, they give it to Ajayi. And he picks up 3.
Experience.
Pump fake all day to throw, and then a misread there.
Get worked out as they progress forward. The more he plays.
3rd down. Foles unsure he wanted to throw that. Looked in between. Week he had the injury on the run. Boy, don't know what happened there, but that was a double pump by the punter Donnie Jones. Recapture the lead in this one. Final minute of the 3rd quarter, and Eli dumps it off to Darkwa out of the backfield. And he's got 3 guys wrapped around him.
118. What's it?
Darkwa. And there to meet him is Bradham behind the line of scrimmage. But here we go in the 4th on a 3rd down for Manning. And he drops it off to Gallman, who finds his way across the 30, and that is a 1st down. And now they go back to that hurry-up offense. And that is Ingram across the 45, and another 1st down is King. And 1 all year long. And this is Gallman. Close to another 1st down. Half-yard run by Gallman. And they give it right back to him, and the rookie out of Clemson plows his way inside the 35 down to the 32-yard line.
118. That's it.
Going to pitch it to Vereen, and that is Brandon Graham. The Eagles fans chanting defense for the visiting team. High throw to Vereen, and then Bradham, a really nice open field tackle. I'll tell you, Bradham's a good player.
It's 2 for Bradham.
3rd down and 17. And a strike put short of a 1st down. It does bring him within field goal range, however. It'll be a 48-yard field goal try. And it is blocked. They've had a point after blocked and now a field goal blocked.
Right there. You cannot let a guy in that inside gap. Rule number 1.
So we've had a blocked point after, a blocked punt, and now a blocked field goal. All allowed by the New York Giants special teams.
What a throw.
3rd down and 8. Great protection. And a flag comes in. Aguilar hangs on this time right at the 50, and that's a first down if it stands.
Holding. Defense number 37. That penalty is declined as a result of the play. Is a first down.
Officials are calling it, and it tells you what you're allowed to do and not do as the game goes on.
So a first down after the completion. Double pump by Foles. Every time he's gone to double pump today, it's been an errant throw. Ajayi, instrumental in that lap. Under 10 minutes to go here at MetLife Stadium. And Ertz stays on his feet, and he'll get a first down.
86 did.
And the fourth quarter has just been disastrous, as Chris touched on earlier, for the Giants. Second down for Foles. And Ajayi, powerful running. That's what you talked about a minute ago, and that's a first down to the 24. Empty backfield. And Foles to keep it himself. I don't know. From behind wins. Fourth quarter or overtime. Foles gets rid of it. And wide open Aguilar. What a day for Nick Foles, replacing Carson Wentz, his first start of the year. Blown dead before it ever started. Timeout was called. What happened here?
Prior to the expiration of the play clock, it was a charged timeout to Philadelphia. It is their first and will be 30 seconds. There is no foul.
This will be the 11th play on this drive, and it's a first down. Ajayi back in there and nowhere to go. I told you earlier, is a free agent this offseason. Aguilar sniffed out beautifully by the Giants defense, and that's Rodgers Cromartie. So now all of a sudden, and now Foles throws and denied the end zone is Torrey Smith. Yarder at the buzzer to beat the Giants in week 3, and this is good. During last season, that was the last game of the year before. So this is Raymond, and he's dropped right at the 20-yard line. So here we go. Do the Giants have a comeback win in them? And that one is thrown to Shepard, and he made the catcher, did he? It looked like he dropped it incomplete, but there is a flag.
Illegal contact. Number 41, defense. 5-yard penalty, automatic. First down.
And you know what? That's, you go ahead and take the penalty.
All right, so first down, and Manning does. Oh, should have been intercepted. Manning looking around, throws off balance, and a beautiful throw and reception made by Roger Lewis Jr. There is a penalty flag down.
Well, they're going to get Eagles for holding right here.
Defense number 41. That penalty is declined. The result of the play. The first down.
Gonna hand it off. And Coleman to the 47. Continues to run. We're at 250. Boy, that's very odd to see no penalty flags there. Here's Coleman. He escapes a short tackle. And that's something that Jim Schwartz has talked about the last 2 weeks.
Maintain your composure and play ball.
First down for the Giants. Eli looking to Lewis. And nearly the one-handed catch with Darby. Need a touchdown. That slant pattern's been there all day long, and that's Shepard to the 30. Play before the 2-minute warning. But they will. And there's that slant again. I mean, it's like clockwork. 1:57 to go, and Vereen is wrapped up, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. Kendricks there, Graham there, a host of others, Bradham as well.
Somebody step up and make a play.
Good protection, and there is Shepard again on just that slant crossing pattern.
That's a decoy.
Right on Manning was Kendricks, and the pass is caught. And slow. Philadelphia with that timeout, by the way. So here's Manning throwing to the end zone, and that could have been intercepted by Dart. And they run it on 3rd and goal. And Vereen gets down inside the 6, close to the 5-yard line, and I'm sure
Down the goal line.
He's going to be on the right tackle.
False start. Offense number 68. It's a 5-yard penalty. Because the clock was not running, this foul is not subject to a 10-second runoff.
Defend that goal line for the Eagles.
They bring 4 on the rush. And Manning to the end zone. Incomplete with an eye on Ingram, who is looking for a flag. And that penalty is against Sterling Shepard. 43 seconds left. The Giants can stop it 3 times. And this is LeGarrette Blount. Giants will call a timeout. Was the leader in the clubhouse, if you will, before the injury. Carson Wentz, for the league's most valuable player. And at least on this Sunday in the Meadowlands of New Jersey, Nick, 1990 is a long time ago. And yes, you can draw from that. But let's look over the last 5 years of teams that wound up in the playoffs. And
remember, he bobbled the last one.
Oh, I tell you, he's lucky he didn't punt that ball right into the pile. So this will be Raymond to the 27. This one not over yet. 13 seconds remain. Yep, to the sideline it is. And Ingram will step out of bounds. So here we go. That's Lewis, and that didn't fool anybody. Malcolm Jenkins coming up to make the tackle. And the Philadelphia Eagles win their 12th game of the year. And the New York Giants, for the first time since 1974, lose a 12th game of the season. We're back to East Rutherford to wrap it up in a moment.